Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, it is December, and it is time for us to go to our Advent calendar, our Christmas movie Advent calendar, to find out what Christmas movie we're watching today. So let's go head that way. All right, December 3rd, what are we watching? What does that say?
Oh, what happens later?
Oh,
Yay!
brand new movie. Awesome.
David Duchovny.
David Duchovny and Meg Ryan. Cannot wait to see this. Wow, 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 wow. So I loved that movie. That was good. What happens later? It reminded me of a few things, and I'll get into those. So why was it in our Christmas Advent calendar? It's not really a Christmas movie. It's a snowy movie. It takes place in an airport, exclusively inside an airport, and there are like delays that just keep happening, right? Flight delays that happen, and and it's due to snow, like just like heavy snow, snowy winter weather. So it has like a holiday feel to it, just because there's like that coziness of, I mean, airports I don't think are cozy, but within a movie they find a way to create this cozy atmosphere, sort of, but like you're watching the snow fall through the windows. So it just has that vibe to it, right? It's kind of like if you watch The Family Man with Taya Leone. Hey, David Duchovny, Taya Leone, and Nicolas Cage. You know, there's that snow that's falling at the end when they're at the airport. Through the windows, like it's that sort of thing, you know, that's happening here. But this movie, so it reminded me of a movie with Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder called Destination Wedding, where it's the two of them just like talking throughout the entire movie. They keep getting like seated next to each other at a destination wedding. So they're on the plane together, then they're at the same table, and blah 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 blah. And that's what's happening here. It's just the two of them, Meg Ryan and David Duchovny, talking the entire time. You know, this is similar to the Before trilogy as well, Linklater's trilogy there. But so this one is interesting in that David Duchovny's character and this is kind of funny. David Duchovny's character and Meg Ryan's character both have the exact same name, uh, Will Will Davis. It's like William Davis and Wilhelmina Davis. And we learn that they used to date one another, and they just happened to cross paths. They dated 25 years ago, 20 to 25 years ago, and they haven't seen each other since then. But they find each other at an airport, try to avoid one another, but then they end up crossing paths, and then they sort of go through their history, their relationship. And a lot of the movie is very lighthearted, but you know, jokes are told, funny memories that they have together, but then, and you know, there's also sort of bitter at one another for reasons which they broke up and all of that. But then, like, and it gets much deeper too. So it's not just like all fun and games the entire time, but a lot of the movie is just like a lot of cute stuff. But it does get pretty deep and pretty heavy with some of the stuff that they went through, and stuff that they went through beyond, like after they broke up. But I really enjoyed this movie, and it had just that feeling of a lot of those romantic comedies from when I was very young. Stuff like from when Harry Met Sally, obviously because of Meg Ryan, but just that vibe, you know, that was going on in that Reiner movie. And then, I mean, I'm just going to be saying a lot of Meg Ryan movies here, but you know, also Sleepless in Seattle and You've Got Mail, and I I gotta give away something that happens in the end credits. In the end credits, it said for Nora. For Nora Ephron. That's what I should have wore. I have a Nora Ephron shirt, and I'm sure you know Nora meant Nora Ephron because Meg Ryan had all those romantic comedies with her, And it got me to thinking, I wonder if this movie was initially like if when Meg, because Meg Ryan directed it and I believe wrote the screenplay and produced it. Um, but I wonder if she asked Tom Hanks to play the part that David Duchovny plays, and maybe he turned it down. And I think ultimately, like, yes, that would have been nice because romantic comedy, Meg Ryan, they're like a monster duo, an amazing duo, and they have that connection to Nora Ephron, right? But I don't necessarily know if Tom Hanks would have been right for this because there, I don't know. I just feel like David Duchovny has a more of like a at this time in his life versus Tom Hanks in his life has more of like a sexual energy or something to him, and I think that helps with this character. And I don't know if Tom Hanks would have been able to bring that. And I think we did need that, like there needed to be like a sexual chemistry in this movie, and I'm not sure if Meg and Tom would have that sort of thing for this movie. Like I feel like you would have had to have eliminated that from the script, that sort of energy that was happening. To like in the past, like they're talking about it in the past when they were together, and that makes sense. Like if it were Tom and her, but I feel like at this point, I don't know, Tom's career, when I think of it, that doesn't seem to fully fit. But David Duchovny, for some reason, it does fit. Maybe because my wife's in love with him. And like when it comes to like the list of men she loves most in her life, like I'm like I'm 3 or 4. David, he's number one. Um, but anyway, yeah, I I just got to thinking, like, what if Tom Hanks was originally asked? But I'm kind of glad it wasn't him. Now that I've seen the movie, it just seems like David Duchovny was a really good fit. Even though when I'm thinking, I can't think of any connection that he has with Nora Ephron, but he might. But I can't think of one off the top of my head. Um, but no, it was great. They kind of moving back and forth. There's also a I don't know if supernatural is the right word, but like a fantastical element to it, which sort of had me think of the movie L.A. Story with Steve Martin. So if you've ever seen that movie, I feel like this sort of has somewhat of a relationship with it. Um, and I thought that was nice that the movie like was able to sort of balance this thing with some really heavy things that had happened in their life when they're discussing those, but also we have this sort of like the fantastical element that's going on, and it's funny, it's kind of silly, but it doesn't, like, I don't think it like distracts or ruins or makes it like a bad movie or anything like that. It it's just kind of interesting, and it also kind of, I don't know, maybe it makes me think of serendipity also, chance meetings, and the bigger universe sort of making things happen, people cross paths, stuff like that. And I don't know, I just really liked it. It was good. So is this one we'll put in our calendar again? I don't know, because it's not like Christmas, but it is very snowy, so it could be one that we just watch around winter time, not just at Christmas time. Sort of like the Hateful Eight. We like to watch that movie because of the snow. In the snow, there's just a coziness to it. Maybe we're making some chili or stew or something like that, and it's like, what do we do tonight? Let's cozy up to some Hateful Eight with that cold. So I feel like that's kind of maybe what this movie will be. Maybe it won't be like a Christmas movie to us, but I think it can be. It can be if you want it to be. Um, but I see it more as just like maybe a winter movie for us. Anyway, have you seen this movie? I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it. If you think it's good, did you get the Nora Ephron vibes? How do you feel about David Duchovny over Tom Hanks? I don't even know if Tom Hanks was like in the running or asked for it to be in it. Maybe he was. I would assume he was, but anyway, I wish this movie was more well known. I think it would have been great for older generations to see it in the theater, and I think it did go to theater, but I don't know, maybe the marketing wasn't very high on it, because I feel like it could do good good numbers for the older crowd that still goes to the theater. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on it. But we're not done here because we have to go check out the other advent calendars. My kids have their chocolate advent calendars and I have my cheese advent calendar. So let's go take a look at those right now. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, will you on YouTube? So today, I'm doing this one first.
You're doing that one first?
I'm doing this one first because it's this one, so
Oh, you're going to mix them up, huh?
yeah.
All right.
What's four?
Now when you open them,
No, let's
show them to me so I can take a picture of them.
For 3, not 4.
Yeah, December 3rd.
Okay, let's see.
You got yummy Reese's Pieces. What'd you get? And you got a nice little star in yours? That's great.
Whoa, that's four
Is that yummy? Your Reese's Pieces good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Moving on to the next one. All right, what was in the Elf on the Shelf one?
Ice skate.
Oh, an ice skate. That is so cute.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What did I got?
What'd you get? Oh, you got a star too on the winter scene calendar? All right, Elf on the Shelf for you and Reese's for you. And you got some delicious Reese's Pieces.
Get out. These bears.
And what do you have? Oh, you need help with this?
Ice skate.
You got a skate too?
Thank you.
Oh, that is very cute. I love that one. All right, moving on to mine. And we have, this is my cheese advent calendar. Our festive voyage of cheeses.
So we
You're
did.
looking for 3. Where did we see 3? That's right. So what does this say? Sweet and buttery. Mimoletta? How do you say that? What is that word?
Mimoletta.
Oh,
Mimoletta.
mimoletta, they say. Let's get in here. It's hard to do with one hand. All right, we got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ripping it. Rip, 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 rip. Looks like it's one of the longer cheeses. Let's see.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh,
That
it's a
looks
smoky cheddar. So I don't know if that fits with mimoletta. I don't know, because over here this says cheddar.
This,
English cheddars.
it looks.
Truffle cheese. Okay, so maybe this does have some relationship with that word, and I just don't know about it. But a smoky cheddar, this will be very yummy.
Yeah.
All right, I got
Let's try
the
it.
pieces here. I can smell it. I can smell the smokiness. It kind of smells like Beggin' Strips dog
Why will
treats.
you get that piece?
Because this is mine. I get the big one.
Why?
Because it's mine. And you got all those yummy chocolates. What do you think?
I like it.
You took one bite already? Yeah. You like that smokiness?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a campfire. Yummy.
Yeah.
Look at this. Morning face, morning hair. All right, I'm going to eat my piece. Now, smokiness is strong. And earlier, I said it smells like bacon strips for dogs. It's like a treat that dogs have. It's like a fake strip of bacon. It tastes like that smell. Like, this is making me think of dog treats. But the best dog treats, the ones that smell like smoky bacon. So, I dig it. I still like it, even if it reminds me of that.
Hey, Daddy, this smells like mild.
Very good. Dogs don't know it's not bacon. All right, so those are all of the advent calendars. We had the movie, we had the chocolates, we had the cheese. Let me know your thoughts on all of that. What are your advent calendars? What are your Christmas movies that you are watching? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.